Step back and watch the step cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you know, that Footprints is coming out midnight tonight. Make sure you stream it midnight or after on all streaming platforms. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? The music is definitely taking things in a different direction for me and for you all as well. Is lit, man. Let's enjoy the ride. Stream Footprints tonight. And also, this video was brought to you by Big Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building. Use code Brunson, save 20% off, get the free shipping, and the free shipping I for that for y'all. So let's talk about it real quick. So before I start this, I want to make a disclaimer. I do not dislike Kyler Murray or anything like that. I'm just going off of the trends that I see and the things that I'm seeing. So in case you've been hiding under a rock, Kyler Murray, man, got a monster $230.5 million contract, even after all of the offseason drama that's been going on. So I did some numbers. I think it's a 5-year deal, equates out to $46 million, $161 million guaranteed. Monster bread. I'm not sure if that makes him the highest paid quarterback in the league, but somebody told me that he's now getting paid more than Patrick Mahomes. So let's talk about this. So the way it works for quarterbacks is the next guy always sets the market. You see what I'm saying? The next guy, especially for first round talents, if it's time to extend a first round guy, then that guy is most likely going to get the next highest pay scale if they're talking about extending him. Now, Dak Prescott, you know what I mean? He played like a first round quarterback, so that's why they made the adjustment. So, you know, in Lamar Jackson's case, Lamar Jackson should be making $50-something million a year if we being fair. You know what I mean? Deshaun Watson got $230 million fully guaranteed. You see what I'm saying? So, like, the next guy, even after sitting out a year, the next guy always resets the market. And you see that Kyler Murray reset the market. He got 230.5, you know what I mean, over 5 years. Patrick Mahomes' deal is, I think it was a 10-year deal, somewhere around $500,000. So I think Patrick Mahomes was getting like $40 million a year, like right on 40 for 10 years. I don't know if it's fully guaranteed or not, but it is what it is. It's neither here nor there. My concern with the Kyler Murray deal is that the NFL is now, I believe, starting a trend of rewarding quarterbacks with big extensions and not waiting to see if they're going to pan out, if that makes any sense. They either bail too early or they either pay too early. The latest example of franchises paying too early would probably be the Philadelphia Eagles with Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? We paid too early. But in all fairness, he did show us what he was capable of. Now, it's not his fault. Well, it probably is his fault that he didn't get back to that level again. So it would count as the Philadelphia Eagles paying way too early for Carson Wentz. We should have seen what he was going to give us after the injury, if you're being 100% honest. Now, let's think about this from Kyler Murray's perspective. I think he's going into his third year now. First of all, as a starter, Kyler Murray is 23, 22, and 1. 23, 22, and 1. Yeah, technically it's a winning record, but come on. Because of a tie in one game. He's been around way too long. You know what I mean? I didn't know his record was that. I didn't know he was that 50-50 of a quarterback. Second of all, Kyler Murray's never won his division. Never won his division. He went to the division as a wild card last year, even after having, a nice sizable lead on the LA Rams. Third of all, Kyler Murray, and everybody wants to tell me how much of a passing league this is. Kyler Murray has never thrown for 4,000 passing yards in a season. Kyler Murray has also had double-digit interceptions every season he's been in the league. Every season. He's never had under 10 interceptions in a season. Shit, it might be under 12 or something. I don't know. But he's never had under 10. I'll tell you that for sure in the season. You know what I mean? And he also, can get a little loose with the ball. Kyler Murray, in my opinion, might be even a little too small to play the position. You know what I mean? Can his physical stature hold up during a grueling 16-game season? I don't know. So, it kind of has me baffled as to how Kyler Murray was able to secure this type of leverage over the Arizona Cardinals, because this was all a leverage move, if you ask me, because I can't see a GM checking off the boxes. You know what I mean? How quarterbacks were getting extended was a lot had to do with statistics. For a while, it had to do with statistics like, okay, 4,000-yard pass and this amount of touchdowns. Kyler Murray ain't that guy. Never had a 30-touchdown passing season. You know, look, to me, Kyler Murray is Jalen Hurts that's throwing for 500 more yards a game. It's the same thing. Jalen Hurts had 3,100 yards. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. 500 more yards a game. Jalen Hurts is right up there with a Kyler Murray type season. Running is a really, really big part of Kyler Murray's game. So we're not going to sit here and act like, Kyler Murray. And I'm happy for Kyler Murray for securing the bag. I'm really, really happy for him. But I wouldn't be me if I didn't talk about the way Lamar Jackson was getting slandered. Lamar Jackson is still getting slandered, actually. Lamar Jackson is, I want to say, 31-12 as a starter. League MVP. And everybody wants to say he's not a top 10 quarterback. He can't win. Kyler Murray has not shown you a quarter of what Lamar Jackson has shown you. He hasn't shown it. Kyler Murray hasn't shown you that he could win big games with his arm. He hasn't shown it. So I think that this is a very positive sign for quarterbacks, you know what I mean, who might not be the most talented arm-wise. Listen, Kyler Murray's a dual-threat quarterback. There's value in having Kyler Murray as a quarterback. Kyler Murray, in my opinion, is probably better than about 10 to 11 starting quarterbacks in the National Football League. So that puts him mid-tier. I've always had him there. I've never been a guy to say top 13. I got Kyler Murray a little behind 15, if we being honest. Because, I haven't seen what everybody else is seeing. I understand he's a high draft pick. I understand the things that he did at the collegiate level. But it ain't translate the way it was supposed to translate, if you asking me. Especially for a guy that was taken number 1 overall. You had 3 seasons to throw for 4,000 passing yards and you couldn't get it done. You're the first pick in the draft in a passing era. I don't get it. So I feel like the Cardinals were trying to avoid disaster, and they end up wildly overpaying for him, in my opinion. I'm looking at it like this: like the Arizona Cardinals, they know they brought back Zach Ertz. They know their boy is D-Hop going on a 6-game suspension, but D-Hop is around. You know what I mean? What difference? Now, if it's me, being as though D-Hop not there anyway, but you still got guys like J.J. Watt, Zach Ertz, who I mentioned, you still got guys over there who trying to win right now. So I think what they tried to do was appease everybody and make sure the quarterback is taken care of so everybody can get to camp. Now, what really should have happened was they should have evaluated Kyler Murray during these 6 games D-Hop was out of the picture. Perfect time to evaluate him. Is he going to stay level-headed? Is he going to keep it? Listen, it's not really about your win-loss record. We just want to know if you're going to be able to command the team and at least look like a star. Because in that game against the Rams, where the Rams put them out of playoffs, this postseason that just passed, I didn't really like Kyler Murray body language. I ain't going to lie to you. It looked like he quit to me. He was the only quarterback that had a worse playoff game than Jalen Hurts out of all the other quarterbacks that lost. You know what I mean? I'm just calling a spade a spade. But this gives hopes to guys like Jalen Hurts. Now, I believe that Jalen Hurts can have a ceiling up there with Kyler Murray or even bigger than Kyler Murray's. You know what I mean? Kyler Murray has seemed to cap off to me. Jalen Hurts, we still really don't know what his potential could be. But I'm telling you this. If Jalen Hurts show you something this season, I'm not saying he's going to get $46 million because he's a second-round pick. I can see Jalen Hurts saying, well, all right, let's do 35 a year. Let's do close to 40 a year. Get me as close to 40 as possible. Give me 37 a year. I'll take that. It's almost $10 million short a year than what the next quarterback is getting. That's a deal, and that's a win for Jalen Hurts as well. Now, if Jalen Hurts goes out here and cook and start getting MVP consideration, you got to give Jalen Hurts the market value for that type of quarterback. You got to. You know what I mean? You got to. So this quarterback signing, it's interesting for Philadelphia Eagles fans. It's interesting for us all. I'm eager to see how this play out. Let me know what you think about it. And hold on. And the Dallas Cowboys fans, this is not your opportunity to say, well, Dak is underpaid. It's not your opportunity to do that. In fact, I really don't want to hear too much from the Dallas Cowboys at this point. You know what I mean? They on Twitter crying, saying, oh, LB bullying us, LB talking about us. I'm just telling the truth. And the truth is you've been trashed for over 25 years. I don't know what make you think you exempt. We in the same division. I ain't talking about the Raiders. Oh, all he do is talk about the Cowboys. No, y'all don't want me to talk about y'all because it's starting to hurt. Let me know what you think in the comments. Get your hurt season hat.